Clash Mini is an amazing game, and I think you do agree with this statement, else why would you even be watching this video? Anyways, I'll have to admit that it doesn't matter how amazing this game is, it can get very stale, and even I started to get a little bored of it. There are many things that the game needs to become more fun in the long term, but I won't be talking about all of the problems in today's video because simply the video would be over an hour long. However, in today's video I'll be discussing the possibilities of new game modes, why are they important, and present some ideas for a few concepts I came up with that have a very good chance of making it into the game. So, I've had this video idea planned for a while, but then Clash Mini tweeted about this Mini Mondays announcement and they told me video submissions do count, and then I prioritized working on it, so let's get straight into it. Game modes are a pinnacle of video games, especially mobile games, and we see that the development in Supercell games tend to focus on them every now and then, and the reason is because they give the player a new fresh experience without changing much of the gameplay and mechanics, making things very confusing. Some of the great ideas of those are seen in Clash Royale, where 2v2, Draft and Triple Elixir are a whole new experience with their own meta, but the core gameplay remains exactly the same. And the Mini Mondays tweet can possibly mean that the team is starting to work on game modes and might even get them ready for the next update. And I decided to join the competition with 3 amazing ideas that I thought of. Let's start with the fan favorite and the game mode that almost everyone wants to have in the game. And yes, you guessed it, 2v2. Co-op in video games seem to be a highly demanded way of playing, and duos are the most popular form of it. Now, how would it work for Clash Mini, you might ask, since the board seems to be very small and having 2 heroes might create a power creep, not to mention trolls messing around with placements and swapping a tank with magic archer at 1 second left. Also, having so many troops in the field is a recipe for disaster, a Clash ability spam playstyle disaster. So I came up with this idea of making 2v2s feel both like solo and co-op at the same time. So the game would start by assigning a partner with you, or you could also play with a friend, of course. Basically, the game mode will work similar to a normal 1v1, so your partner won't be able to directly affect your rounds, but they could affect it indirectly. Let me present you the partner portal, and this portal will allow you to share a troop with your partner and will keep the upgrades as well. And the way this portal works is that you have 2 of them, a blue one and a red one. The blue portal is where you place a copy of the mini you want to send to your teammate. The red portal is where you receive the copy of the mini your teammate decided to send to you by placing it in his blue portal. So basically your deck would be 1 hero, 5 minis, and the mutual mini that you receive from your teammate. Each player gets to pick a mutual mini before a round starts. So for example, if I completely invested my elixir into a mini P.E.K.K.A, I can send it to my teammate through the partner portal, and they can send me their maxed miner through the partner portal. And on the next round, I can just send him a prince instead of the mini P.E.K.K.A, and he can send me something else as well. This creates a strategy of investing a lot of elixir into one of your minis to share it with your teammate and get double value. It can also create some amazing discussion between the players about what minis to send to each other every round. Since this game mode would require you to look at your teammate's setup and analyze and discuss, I think we should make the time for placing minis a little longer. And no, you cannot send heroes in the portal, so stop thinking of ways to abuse the system. Now you're gonna say, but what if I was playing with a random dude? How would we communicate? Well, I got a solution for that, which I'll call it the buddy button. With this button, you can press on it and go and spectate your teammate at any moment and see how their games are going and decide what troop from your deck would they benefit the most from. And then you would place it in the partner portal and focus your upgrades on it. Talk about teamwork and communication, am I right? Now for winning the match, it will be quite simple. Whatever flags you win and your teammate wins gets added together, and the same for your opponents, and the team with the most flags win the game. My second game mode idea is quite simple, and you can say it has been stolen from other games, and it's the sudden death. I have actually made a Reddit post about it a few months ago. So we all know what sudden death is from Clash Royale, but for those who don't know, it's simply if you take 1 tower, you win the game. This could be applied to Clash Mini by making it a best of 1 duel. And before everyone says it's gonna be so RNG and people will abuse Clash abilities, just listen, I have a solution for that. So the games start by showing you the opponent's deck and hero level. You will have 30 elixirs and 10 rerolls to ensure bad rerolls won't be a major game deciding factor. You will also have a lot more time to place your minis because there is no way the current 20 seconds is enough to decide everything. Based on what your opponent's deck is, you can strategize and pick which upgrades makes more sense. Pretty simple and doesn't need much explaining since the concept is already known. My third game mode idea is another unique idea like the first one. I'll call it Mini Mayhem. In Mini Mayhem, there are no star upgrades. You can't upgrade your minis at all. Instead, when you place a mini P.E.K.K.A, then place another mini P.E.K.K.A, you will end up with 2 mini P.E.K.K.As on the field instead of 1-star mini P.E.K.K.A. Actually, my first impression for the game was that it actually works that way. But I guess maybe they thought it would get too crowded and had to think of another system or something. However, if that wouldn't work as the core gameplay, that doesn't mean it wouldn't be a fun game mode. Like, I know Splash and Clash abilities would get insane value and it will get very chaotic on round 5 to the point where no one would understand what's going on, but that's where the name Mini Mayhem comes from. And also having a weird meta strategies for specific game modes doesn't mean it's unplayable. Like, look at Clash Royale and at the 7x Elixir game mode, which is insanely popular, and what do people do there? They spam golems at the bridge and graveyards at the King Tower and so on. You get the point. And also, it's not like you will end up with a problem of like having your side of the board being full with extra elixir left over, because the maximum amount of elixir you can possibly get is 30, and with that you can only place 15 to elixir minis, and the board has 20 tiles to use, so you'll get like 4 extra empty tiles or something. I'm pretty sure it could be an awesome casual game mode to have some crazy fun, grind quests, or record funny TikToks just for the laughs. I think that explanation was good enough to convey the idea of this chaotic game mode. That's all the ideas I made for today. While of course more ideas could be easily made, like double elixir, draft and such, I felt like only presenting unique, high quality, amazing ideas. I have also seen some amazing ideas from the community, and there's those 3 that stood out to me so much. When I saw them, I went like, man, they have to add those. The first one is the Pancake game mode by Uluk and Privyak. I absolutely loved how it's a capture the flag concept but unique in its own way. The second one is by Hash, and while there are no graphics, I do believe the text does a great job explaining it. So you start the game with a hero and a chest, and your goal is to protect the chest, and whoever kills the opponent's chests first wins. Simple, yet extremely fun and unique. The last one is by Dark Apple, and it's pretty simple. Instead of buying a mini from the shop with 2 elixir, you buy a 2 elixir chest that contains a random 2 elixir mini. Might be too luck based, but a fun casual game mode nonetheless. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button because the Clash Mini update should be around the corner, and you bet I'm definitely going to be making content for it, so you don't want to miss out.